Good afternoon, Santa Barbara! Let me hear all of you! Let all of Santa Barbara County and across the United States hear you now! Give it up for democracy! First, thank you for coming out on this beautiful Santa Barbara day. We are lucky to have this weather. We are lucky to be living here. We begin today by acknowledging that we gather on the traditional and unceded lands of the Chumash people, who have been the caretakers of this land for thousands of years. The Chumash people are the original stewards of this land, and their elders, both past and present, helped shape this place where we stand today. We are greatly appreciative of the support and care given to us by the Santa Barbara Police Department in an effort to make this event as safe as possible for everyone here. With regard to the possibility of counter-protesters, we ask that you ignore them. Don't engage. They just want to get under your skin. If there is a more serious issue, please find one of our monitors who have been very well trained to handle these situations. We have 48 monitors here in yellow vests who will be easy to spot. They are all over the park. If you are seeing something spiral out of control, please call 911. Indivisible stresses the importance of de-escalation and peaceful protest. Please, no combat here. Also, we have a first aid table at the far end of the park at Mitchell, Turena, and Santa Barbara Street. There is also a public bathroom there and across the street at the other park. We thank our many co-sponsors, many of whom are tabling here today to provide you with actions that you can take with you after this rally. We will also have a flyer that has all of these actions, and you can grab one of those as well. Our co-sponsors, the Fund for Santa Barbara, 805 UndocuFund, Immigrant Legal Defense Center, SB Resiste, Commit to Democracy, Democratic Winner of Santa Barbara County, Santa Barbara Women's Political Committee, the POD, our Protectors of Democracy, Planned Parenthood, MyCop, Sierra Club, Cause, Santa Barbara County Democratic Party, the League of Women Voters, SB TAN, Indivisible Students for Civil Liberties, Indivisible Isla Vista, and a Unitarian Society. Thank you all for your support. We thank you all for showing up in force today for our third No Kings protest. If you are new to No Kings, welcome. You are in the right place to find camaraderie and support. My name is Myra Page, and I represent Indivisible Santa Barbara, your host today. At last count, there are 3,267 No Kings events or protests taking place in every state across our country and around the world. There are at least a dozen No Kings protests within an hour from here. There will actually be one in Solvang at 3 o'clock, should you want to go there. This will be the largest peaceful protest in American history, surpassing the last No Kings. We all have the same message, and say it with me. No ICE!
No ICE!
No war!
No war!
And no kings!
No kings!
No kings!
No kings!
No kings! We are here today to say no to Trump's heinous dictatorship of corruption, fear, and rampant illegality. No to his perverted priorities. No to his modern-day Gestapo of masked ICE thugs. No to the protection of pedophiles. No to the stripping of essential government services to pay for tax cuts for the rich, while the rest of us struggle to pay for groceries and gas. No to an illegal war in Iran. No more funding for ICE. No to pushing the law aside to allow Sable to pump oil through corroded pipelines in our beautiful and fragile waters. And no to feckless politicians who have succumbed to the whims of the man-child sitting in the Oval Office. Democracy is not a spectator sport. We cannot sit back, bury our heads in the sand, and hope that someone in Washington grows a spine. You have to cherish it, protect it, hold on to it with everything you have. We are faced with the task of ending America's descent into fascism and building back to a world where we can all thrive, not just the 1%. It's going to take courage to stand up to this fascist regime. We have that here today. Just showing up is courage, and courage, as you know, is contagious. But let's take it further. Political scientist and Professor Erica Chenoweth and others say that to bring down a fascist government, we need 3.5% of the population mobilized against it. Here in Santa Barbara, we exceeded that number last June, then smashed it to pieces in October, and we are doing it again right now. Let me hear you. But we need to do more. So please come out to our Saturday morning weekly protests on State Street and Hitchcock from 10 to 12 noon, also known as in front of Whole Foods. The more we get out on the streets protesting, the more our movement gets noticed. The more we get noticed, the more people get out on the streets. When we ask for a rapid response, such as the announcement of the illegal war in Iran, you stepped up. Do it every time. I look out on this extraordinary Santa Barbara community here for No Kings. Our goal is to make this community movement stronger. Hopefully, you have had a chance to talk to the organizations tabling here today. They have all provided us with actions that you can take following our rally and march. We have put all those actions on one flyer for you to take with you. Barack Obama once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. We will succeed. We will win. We will hold on to our fragile democracy. We, the people, have the power. Keep showing up and we will take back the House and the Senate in November. Keep showing up and we will take back the White House in 28. Keep showing up. Don't stop here. And always, always remember what John Lewis said. And let's make good trouble. Thank you. Our first speaker was going to be Salud Carbajal. However, he is unable to be here because Mike Johnson saw fit to keep Congress in session well into the wee hours of the morning to vote on a bill that we all know won't go anywhere. It's dead on arrival at the Senate. Erica Reyes salutes District Director, and Ian Page from Indivisible will substitute for Congressman Carbajal today as Ian reads the speech the Congressman was going to give today.
Thank you, Myra. Congressman Carbajal planned on joining us this afternoon, but unfortunately, he is held up in Washington, D.C. For votes on the Department of Homeland Security. I'm representing him here today with his District Director, Erica Reyes. So I'm going to share his statement just the way that he wrote it. Today's rally is about declaring in one collective voice that we do not want a wannabe king. I don't have to tell you that under Donald Trump, we are seeing unprecedented levels of corruption coming out of the White House. Suspicious stock trades are being placed ahead of official announcements. He accepted a luxury plane from a foreign government, not to mention his peddling of cryptocurrencies, phones, perfumes, sneakers, and other items. Trump is enriching himself and completely ignoring the needs of the people who are facing a cost of living crisis that he created. His tariffs are raising prices for everything from clothes to food. His big ugly bill has led to health insurance costs that are continuing to increase. And now, his war in Iran is causing gas prices to skyrocket. And let's be clear, this is a war of choice. Our country was not in any immediate danger. There was no imminent threat to our families. Many of you have called my office, his office, or written letters expressing your concern about the possibility of another endless war in the Middle East. I want you to know I hear you, and as we debate this conflict in Washington, I will continue fighting every single day to stop this illegal war. We still carry the scars of Iraq and Afghanistan. We know the heartbreak of seeing our young men and women return home injured or not return at all from forever wars. We have tragically already lost the lives of 13 Americans. The last thing the American people want is to send our sons and daughters to die in Trump's war of choice. This war is also adding to our national debt. It's costing us $1 billion per day. Bottom line, the Central Coast and the majority of America don't want this illegal war. Closer to home, he continues to fight back against Trump's extreme immigration agenda. Republicans tried to sneak in more funding for ICE in the recent DHS funding bill, but Democrats held the line. Democrats are attempting to restore the paychecks of the hard-working employees of the TSA, the Coast Guard, and FEMA, while keeping additional ICE funding out. We will not give one more cent to ICE. Immigration enforcement should be fair, just, and humane. That is not what is happening right now. He will continue to demand changes to ICE that are bold, meaningful, and transformational. I want to thank you all for coming out today to make your voices heard at this critical moment. From the war to ICE to tariffs, it's clear this president is out of control and needs to be held accountable. Your advocacy and engagement is key to pushing all of Congress to rein in this administration and demand accountability. Continue to stand up and have your voice heard. Continue to fight against the unjust policies of this administration and continue to fight for our America. Thank you. On behalf of the Congressman, thank you very much.
Maria Salguero, a senior immigration attorney at the Immigrant Legal Defense Center, a nonprofit organization that provides free legal services for people in removal proceedings. Maria litigates cases before the immigration court to ensure immigrant families stay together in the United States, free from threats of deportation. Maria also leads advocacy efforts at the ILDC, supporting and promoting policies that uplift immigrant communities at the local and state level. Maria.
How's everyone doing today? Wow, this energy is so amazing. My name is Maria Salguero. I am senior attorney at the Immigrant Legal Defense Center, and at the ILDC, we represent people every single day that are being kidnapped by ICE in our streets. ICE is out of control, am I right? And ICE needs to be stopped. I want to remind us all of one thing, and it's something that you don't need to go to law school for it, you don't need to be a lawyer for it, and it's the act of having audacity. I will tell you a story. A while back, one of my clients called me and she said, "I scheduled me a surprise appointment for me to go into the Camarillo office and check in." We both knew that because it was such an unusual appointment that ICE intended to detain my client. And they intended to do this right before Christmas, so they strategically scheduled it thinking that she was going to show up by herself. She didn't. I showed up with her, and sure enough, they took her to the back room in the holding cell where people are processed to be removed from the United States. My client was afraid, and quite frankly, I was afraid too, but I knew that I had to show up with audacity. And I did. I questioned them and I said, "Why are we here?" And they said, "She's missed appointments, she's a non-compliance, we have to detain her, her freedom has been revoked." And I said, "Prove it. Show me the receipts." And they didn't have receipts, and that was the catch, right? So they came back, and little by little, I was able to see that these officers that had surrounded us, that were masked and had audacity themselves, little by little, their audacity started diminishing. Why? Because when you push for answers, they don't have them, right? So because of that, because of our act of pushing back, of standing firm in our audacity to stand for immigrant communities, my client was not detained on that day. And she was able to go back to her loved ones and spend Christmas and New Year's Eve, and she's with them today. And I mention this because oftentimes when we're contacted at the ILDC, and we love to be contacted for Know Your Rights presentations, I tell them, beyond knowing your legal rights, beyond knowing what the Constitution says, that it's there to protect everyone, regardless of legal status, is the act of having audacity. It's the act of showing up and knowing that we are here representing each other, not just ourselves, but each other. And I want to leave you all with one of my favorite quotes, and I want you to repeat it with me, okay? It says, "It is our duty to fight for freedom." Repeat it after me. It is our duty to fight for freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We're going to say it one more time, okay? And we need to be loud because we need to show our community that we're here in solidarity. Repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Thank you.
One of our region's most important young leaders, Cesar Vasquez, is the rapid response organizer for 805 on DocuFund. Some of you may have seen him tell Jen Psaki of MS Now that he organizes so no other 17-year-old has to do this. I think Cesar is 18 now. 18. And we are honored that he chose to spend No Kings with us. Cesar.
Hola a todos. Mi nombre es César Vázquez. La resistencia no existe si la resistencia no vive en nuestro corazón. The resistance does not exist if the resistance does not live in our hearts, and the resistance does not exist at all if it is not everywhere, if it is not in everything. Today cannot be the day that is rewritten and retold throughout history. The story that must be told is the struggle of the people that struggled every day, not the story of the people that fought for one day. Today should not matter to any of us because resistance does not exist in a protest. It does not exist in this speech. It does not exist in a march. It does not exist in the politician or the system. It must and does exist in the strength of the people who cannot be here, who are living the struggle, who are fighting and living in the resistance. The story that must be remembered are the stories of the families who have been separated, taken, and have become another slave to the system. The story that must be remembered are the stories of the vendors who are scared to make a living, of the students who are scared to walk to school, of the patroller who is afraid to drive in the morning, or of the organizer who contemplates life after witnessing the hells of the world. Freedom cannot be asked for. It must be fought for, and what must be remembered are the souls fighting for it. Resistance lives within the people, and the resistance must and can only grow within the same people that are living through the struggle, because they are giving up comfort to fight for freedom. This movement is just, this movement is right, this movement is needed. It is written for us to win. It is written for us to make sure that empowerment lives through all the big and small things that occur in this movement. However, people are flawed, and that is okay. People are flawed because we are not at the stage for allowing the people going through the struggle to be at the forefront. And we must allow them to be at the forefront. We must allow their stories to guide us all there. The struggle did not start in 2016 with the election of Donald Trump. The struggle did not start in 2003 with the creation of ICE. The struggle started when we were born to look and act different. The struggle started when the system decided that that was a good enough reason to lock us into cages and throw us into the backs of vans like lambs being sent to the slaughter. This movement is flawed because we are still fighting for a better system. This movement is flawed because we should be fighting for each other, for the people, not for a better economy, not for a democracy, not for a new elected official, but for the power to the people. We will only win this movement if we understand that we must live in discomfort. We must boycott. We must strike. We must patrol. We must give up the funds, give up the view, give up the day off, and live within the struggle for resistance. Live within the struggle for hope. La resistencia no existe si la resistencia no vive en nuestro corazón, and it will only do so if we fight for the people without reason other than the fact that they are human and that that is enough. We will only win when we understand that today will win nothing, but your everyday actions could win everything for the people within the struggle, for all of us. Every day that you check your privilege, every day that you patrol for ICE, every day that you donate your funds or your time, every day that you live in the resistance, you are fighting for hope. You are fighting for the people, and the fight cannot be won in a day or at a protest. It must be fought for on the same battlefield where our community is being taken. It must be fought for with the people, not with the system. The people must be at the forefront. The resistance must live in all of us, in everything. The resistance cannot die. The second we let the resistance die, we are letting hope diminish to the same hells that brought us here. And so say it with me. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. ¡Viva la resistencia! Thank you all.
Well, that just took my breath away. It kind of reminds us, actually Cesar reminds us, that politics should not be left to the politicians. Council member Wendy Santamaria represents Santa Barbara's East Side, a UC Santa Barbara grad, a former union and tenant organizer, and a determined fighter for the rights of tenants and immigrants, and one of 4 speakers today under the age of 30. Wendy.
All right, how we doing today? Thank you to Indivisible for organizing this. As Myra said, my name is Wendy Santamaria, and I am proud to represent Santa Barbara's East Side as the youngest city council member elected in our city's history. While I am very happy to see all your beautiful faces, I am very well aware we're not here because times are easy. We're here because our community is done being told to be patient, while families are being kidnapped, torn apart, struggle to survive, and can barely keep a roof over their head. And let's be clear about what we're up against.
Across this country and in our very own city, working people are being squeezed by rising costs, by instability, by decisions made without community members at the table. And when those in power choose politics over people, we have to say this plainly, there are no kings in the United States.
Right.
No president is above the law. And most importantly, no government is above the people. Our strength has never came from the top down. It has always come from the ground up, from the community like the one we see here today. And as we see families living paycheck to paycheck, choosing between rent and groceries, and seeing that instead of relief, we see decisions that make life more expensive, more unstable, more uncertain. We have to stop and recognize we've seen this before. In the 70s, during a time of economic crisis and war and housing instability, it was tenant organizers that asked a very important question. What are elected leaders doing to protect people now? Right now. Not when housing gets built, but right now. And because people organized and because communities stood together, the movement for housing justice was born. Governments were pressured to take action and pass protections. And I'm proud to say that here in Santa Barbara, we are doing the same.
That's right.
I want to thank my colleagues on the Santa Barbara City Council who stood with me to pass a temporary rent increase freeze for the working families who keep this city running. Under this policy, rent increases are not allowed until the end of this year for covered units, but let me be clear, this is not the end, this is only the beginning. This temporary moratorium gives us the time we need to finish a permanent rent stabilization ordinance that helps our local families stay housed. And frankly, families in this city cannot afford any delays. And I say this as an elected leader, but it's the time for us, as electeds, to be proactive. Finish the job and protect families now. We don't get to pass the baton on to the next elected. We do it, we're in power, we do this now. I've been speaking to local business owners whose workforces cannot afford to live anywhere near here. Restaurants, hotels, schools, they all rely on workers who are being priced out, all in the middle of ICE kidnappings and everything else that this administration is throwing at us. And we often hear people say, let the free market control things, let the free market do its thing, but we know what that results in. Displacement, the corrosion of our community fabric, and we say no more. Today, I am asking you, I'm going to make two asks of you. The first is that you mark your calendars for Tuesday, April 7th at 5 p.m. Join the Santa Barbara City Council meeting on that day. We will be called on to act proactively to stabilize rents. People are being displaced in droves, and we will not accept any more delays. To anyone struggling with their housing situation right now, I need you to know that you don't have to face it alone. CAUSE and the Santa Barbara Tenants Union are here tabling today. Go to them, reach out to them. They can help you because together, the rights that we have and the protections we have, those were accomplished by all of us together. And together, we will accomplish even more. Powerful community partnerships are the only way that I can be effective in my role as an elected official, like CAUSE and the Tenants Union and 805 and DocuFund and SB Resiste, because the truth is simple. Every single one of our struggles is interconnected. In the same way that we fight to keep families from being evicted unlawfully is the same way that we fight to keep our community safe from ICE. Now let's talk about ICE for a second. ICE is only 23 years old. I'm one of the youngest speakers here, even I'm older than ICE. And what that means, there was a time when ICE did not exist, and that means that there is a possibility that there's another time where it does not exist, because we don't need it. But in the meantime, it threatens all of us. It begins with undocumented families, but it doesn't end there. U.S. citizens, too, are being detained, profiled, and surveilled. And that brings me to what is happening in our own city here in Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara currently has a contract with Flock, which is a company that provides automatic license plate readers, and these technologies have been used to conduct hundreds of searches tied to political demonstrations. And earlier this year, due to a vendor issue, camera networks in California, including in the Central Coast, were made accessible to out-of-state and federal agencies. We cannot stand for that. The city of Oxnard acted and ended its contract with Flock, but by the time the city ended its contract, their data had already been exposed. So let me say this clearly. We cannot afford to be reactive. We must be proactive in this. Knowing what we know now, we cannot assume it won't happen here. Let's not wait until our data is exposed. It's time to act now, and that is why I'm calling on my colleagues and every one of you here to join me in demanding that we de-flock Santa Barbara. Every one of you here can help us do this. If you agree that we shouldn't make it easier for the federal government to track and surveil us, this is my second ask of the day. Email me and the rest of my colleagues on the city council. There are enough of you that your voices cannot and will not be ignored. The last thing I'll say is, my comrades in this movement always say, solo el pueblo salva el pueblo. Only the people will save the people. And in case you didn't realize, that's you. That's every one of you here. Ustedes son el pueblo. And we need every one of you here now more than ever, because at the end of the day, the way we win, whether we're fighting for housing, for dignity, for justice, is by taking care of one another. It's by understanding that when you pull on one thread, the whole system begins to unravel. And together, we're strong enough to rebuild something better. So, when I say, se puede, I want to hear all of you say, sí se puede. Ready? Se puede? Sí se puede. I don't think we can hear you. Se puede? Sí se puede. One more time. Se puede? Sí se puede. Thank you all.
Before I forget, we need about 8 able-bodied people to help us carry this 12 by 24-foot banner down Anacapa Street. If you are willing to do that, please come on up after these speeches are done. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. Katie Davis from the Sierra Club is a leader fighting against one of the Trump regime's worst assaults against our regions, the reopening of Sable Oil Pipeline. Woo! Yep. She will tell us how we can work to stop big oil from destroying our coastline and our climate. Katie.
Yay, Katie! You are beautiful and powerful, Santa Barbara. 10 years ago, I was on the beach in Goleta after the Refugio oil spill, and I saw a dead dolphin on the beach with oil in its blowhole, and I imagined its terror of not being able to breathe. And I was remembering that moment when I heard that Trump ordered that pipeline that caused that massive oil spill that killed so much wildlife, that closed our beaches, that he ordered it to restart. And now the Sable operation is unpermitted, it's unapproved, it presents a threat to the entire California coastline. But that's not all. Because if Trump can issue an order, an edict, a decree that overrides state laws, that overrides court orders that prevent that restart, that overrides private property rights, that overrides the U.S. Constitution, according to our California Attorney General, then we don't have a president, we have a king. And we don't have kings in this country. And Santa Barbara, we will not bow down. We will not bow down.
We will not
And this is so corrupt. There is nothing that Trump will not do to reward his friends in the oil industry who funded his campaign. He is so close to fossil fuels. He has started these wars in Iran and Venezuela, demanding they hand over their oil to these companies, his friends. He's opening our public lands and waters to drilling. He's stopping solar projects and EV charging, anything that might compete with fossil fuels. In fact, he's paying a French company $1 billion to not build an offshore wind project that they had planned, and making them promise to invest in fossil fuels instead. He's paying $1 billion of our money to a foreign company to not build us renewable energy. And he's erasing climate science. And he can erase climate science, he can delete websites, he can stop research, but he can't change the laws of physics. And the truth is that burning fossil fuels is fueling climate change, and every year is getting hotter with more deadly fires and floods. And we cannot stop fighting for this beautiful place, and for our children, and for a future on a livable planet. And Santa Barbara, we can do our part. We have changed the world before. After the 1969 oil spill, we created national environmental laws. We created institutions. We stopped new offshore drilling in state waters forever. And we've led on clean energy too. This city, Santa Barbara, the city of Santa Barbara, was the 30th only city in the entire country to set a goal of 100% renewable energy. We were early. And we created the agencies to achieve it, and we created momentum, and we inspired others. And then the entire state of California set a goal of 100% renewable energy. And now 24 states have that goal, covering half the US population. So here's what we're going to do now. First, we're fighting this Sable order at every level, in every court, at every state agency, with every elected official. And our state of California just announced they're filing a lawsuit against Trump's illegal order demanding restart. We are going to stop it. At the same time, we are not backing down on climate change action, because local and state action is all the more important now. And there's more we can do. Right now in Santa Barbara County, it is legal to drill for oil, but it is illegal to build a solar farm in the same place. We, Santa Barbara, are going to reverse that this year. No more oil drilling. We've had enough. We are not going to make the problem worse. Not on our dime. And Santa Barbara, you can help, because the Santa Barbara County Planning Commission is actually considering an ordinance to prohibit new oil drilling on April 8th. So you can send an email and support that. Send it today. It's on the actions that are in this campaign. Show up at the meeting in person or on Zoom. We can make this happen. And then in May, they will consider expanding where solar is allowed. We are going to make this happen, Santa Barbara. And our Santa Barbara County is prosecuting Sable for breaking the law, because no one is above the law. And we are breaking free from the grip of oil here in Santa Barbara County that pollutes our air and water, that causes asthma and cancer, and that is wrecking our climate. And we're building the renewable energy. We're going to meet our goals. We're going to use that clean energy to power our cars with more EVs, and our homes, and our businesses, and even our MTD buses. No more diesel. Because, oh, Santa Barbara, we love this beautiful place. It is our home. It is our responsibility, and no king can take it from us. Thank you.
Earlier this year, 2 students approached Indivisible with the desire to start Indivisible chapters on their campus. Well, they did, and are leading the way forward, and we welcome today Tallulah Borman from UCSB and Callie Fanua from Santa Barbara City College.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tallulah Borman, and I'm the chair of Indivisible's brand new chapter Indivisible's brand new chapter in Isla Vista. We are almost 2 months old, and we are so excited and hopeful for what the future holds for us. As we organize the young adults of our community and bring people together in this fight against fascism, against kings, and against all the threats posing our community. I am truly at a loss of words seeing all your beautiful faces in front of me right now. The unity, the love, and the resistance that we demonstrate as we stand here together is truly beautiful. As a community, as fellow Americans, and as fellow human beings, seeing all your faces reinstills the hope that we all share for a better tomorrow. A tomorrow with no fascist regimes, with no kings, with peace and equality and love. That is what we need to bring back, and that is what we are bringing back to our community today. A future inspired by equality, love, and the restoration of our democracy and the social justice within our community. Thank you so much for being here. To learn more about our chapter, we have a little table set up over there. We're selling stickers, all funds going to the beautiful 805 Undonkey Fund, doing amazing groundwork in our community. Thank you all again. Together we're united, and together we're indivisible. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Callie Fanua. Today we need our youth. We really need our students to show up and be there. I'm starting a group at the City College right now. Please come to our table and ask anything. I really want to see some more faces out here. We need you guys, and thank you for being here. Thank you.
We have a lost and found, and at that lost and found right now is a credit card, a t-shirt, and one other thing, and I can't remember what it is. But that lost and found is over here on the Mitchell-Torina side. There are water bottles there, and that's where they're holding that credit card. So if you've lost one, that's where it is. Adair, I'm sorry?
A pair of glasses.
Oh, and a pair of glasses. That's it. Adair Gayona Macedo is the Executive Director for the Fund for Santa Barbara. He, along with Patricia and Tanya and the other remarkable people at the Fund, graced Indivisible last year with a grant, seed money, that has allowed us to grow and hold events just like this one. We are forever grateful. He is here today to tell us about a critical way we can all contribute to a cause that's dear to all of us. Adair.
How's it going, Santa Barbara? DC cannot hear you. How's it going, Santa Barbara? There we go. So hi everybody, my name is Ellen. I am the Executive Director for the Fund for Santa Barbara, and I'm actually a co-founder of the 805 Undonkey Fund. Give it up for the Undonkey Fund. Before going any further, I want to welcome those who are protesting for the first time. Now many of you may not be new to these types of actions, but those who are, a hallmark of direct action and community organizing is a call and response. So when I say no, you say kings. Ready? No! Yes. Let's try it again. No! Yes. No! Yes. No! Yes. Welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us, the movement against fascism. So everybody, let's take a deep breath. So much is happening. People are working full time. and still can't afford rent. Families are choosing between groceries, gas, and keeping the lights on.
Shame.
Shame. Young people are wondering if they'll ever be able to buy a home or even stay in their communities they grew up in. Shame. Billionaires hold more wealth than the rest of the country.
Shame.
We see a government that is quick to fund wars but can't feed the poor people.
Shame.
We see immigrants, the LGBTQ plus community, people with disability, Muslims and women being targeted and instead of being protected.
Shame.
Oil companies are breaking the rules.
Shame.
And we're told to trust our institutions. And while everyday people struggle, decisions are being made about our economy, our rights, and even birthright citizenship that will shape future generations. And people feel it. It's not just headlines, it's in our homes. So yes, take a deep breath. It is a lot. Make no mistake, this is not an accident. Do you all remember Project 2025? This does not just happen overnight. This was a strategy led and funded by right-wing groups to oppress those who have gained rights over the last century. Just think about who they're targeting. Friends, if you are here, it is because you are upset and you are angry and you love your country and your community. I too share that deep anger and that deep love. I too share that sadness that we are witnessing. You are here because you want to turn the tide. You want to be part of a movement. An immigrant myself, I came to this country undocumented. Growing up not too far from here, on the west side, I learned about ICE early in life. I learned that I needed to hide part of my truth to protect myself and my loved ones. I feared separation away from my family in this beautiful place I call home. And sadly, that same fear is here with countless undocumented immigrants that we call our friends and we call our neighbors. And yet, I am hopeful for a better future. And you want to know what gives me hope? What? There we go. My daughter. My 2-year-old daughter she is fierce, she is fiery, she does not hold back. Watch out, little boys. And when I look at her, I feel the love and the rage, because at this moment, this country is giving her fewer rights than what I have witnessed in my own life. Let that sink in. We are walking backwards. Shame. But that rage, it fuels me, because I will not stop fighting for her, and I will not stop fighting for our neighbors. The young people inspire me. To the young people here today, we see you. Keep going. Do not let anyone shrink your dreams. Dream bigger. This fight is yours, and we are here alongside. To our elders, we love the fight. We stand on your shoulders, and we are grateful for the wins that you have achieved. Y a los inmigrantes que están aquí en la protesta de No Reyes, gracias por estar aquí y por ser parte de nuestra comunidad. Estos son los momentos difíciles, pero miren el apoyo a nuestra comunidad y a los inmigrantes. And I keep hoping, because I've seen what happens when people like you show up. You and I, we become a movement. Change has never come from the top down. It has always been built by the ground up, by ground up. By everyday people who got tired of waiting for someone else to fix it. By neighbors who looked at each other and said, not on our watch. That power, it lives here, in this crowd, in this country, in this city. And that is our collective movement. We may not have control over what happens in DC. It's crazy. But we do have power with what happens here at home. We elect our county supervisors. We elect the sheriff. We elect our city councils. We show up to their meetings. We make their phone rings. We fill up their inboxes. We remind them every single day who they work for. We, the people. Santa Barbara is our home, and we will not let fear be the last word written about it. The movements that have changed our country didn't happen with one march. People kept organizing. People kept showing up. People kept funding the work long after the cameras were gone. That is what we are called to do right now, to build the movement for we the people, for our neighbors and our democracy. So yes, being here is about our love for our democracy. And I mean that. First time veterans, all of you, thank you. But we must keep this movement strong and growing. Bring your friends, bring your neighbors next time. We must not bow down to some wannabe king. This is only a moment in time, and together we will allow this moment, we will not allow this moment to become our normal. So, many ask, what can I do aside from showing up here? I have an answer for you. The fund, in partnership with Indivisible Santa Barbara, established a No Kings Fund to support grassroots organizations, including 805 Undocu Fund, SB Resiste, and the Immigrant Legal Defense Center. So everybody pull out your phones. I know you have them. Where are your phones? Text No Kings 3, all one word, to 50155. Again, text No Kings 3 to 50155. You'll get a link to donate directly to the No Kings Fund. Any amount, $5, $10. If you got $5,000, we'll take them. Every dollar is a vote for the future you want to see. And in the moments of despair, and they will come again, remember this: you showed up, we showed up. You're already doing something, and you don't have to do it alone. The fund is your ally, but we also need you too. So donate, organize, show up again and again and again. Now, I need your help closing out. When I say no, you say Kings. No! Kings! No! Kings! No! Kings! Thank you, everybody. Now let's get to work.